What is up, YouTube? What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Oh my god, I just accidentally subscribed. I gotta unsubscribe. I subscribed to like this random lo-fi playlist. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope this mic is not too loud. Though I know I still haven't messed with the fucking the audio preferences. Maybe actually if I move it down. I'll move it down a little bit so that it hits just barely yellow. I think I've been told to do that. It was good. How's it going? What's up, motherfuckers? What's up, motherfuckers? Let's get on with this show, this journal entry today. I know I'm a little bit late. I'm actually a lot late. I should have released this on Thursday. Here I am on the Friday, and I'm trying to get this out as soon as possible. I was actually really busy yesterday, and you know, I thought I'd give this update right now. I think I had a great set last night. I felt confident, though I'm not too sure how many laughs I got. I have to go back and check both recordings now. My boy finally gave me the clip from the last week set, and then he gave me a clip of this week's set. So you know, I'll end up like watching it over again. It's kind of crazy though that it's finally the end of the week. My whole week's been busy. It's just nonstop, this, that, and you know, it was crazy. And I was telling my coworker that when I was younger, all throughout my young life, okay, all throughout my young life, I've been told that I was lazy. Lazy this, lazy that, I don't do this enough, don't do that enough. And then here I am, and I feel like I there's just nothing but stuff that I have on my plate. And maybe that's reflective of my my youth, you know, just being called lazy day in and day out, day in and day out. And arguably so, I think I was a lazy kid. I'm not a guy that likes to grind. I like when something's fun and something like piques my interest, and then I'll grind for it willingly. Like every day I'm trying to write a new joke a day. Maybe not just one joke, maybe like 3 or 4, or maybe one long joke with different tags. And you know, I'm trying to like explore what I could do with just one idea and see how long I could flesh it out for. So I think I wrote 3 jokes today, which is pretty interesting. But before I go into any of that, I hope your day is going fantastic, motherfucker. Okay, I hope you had a fantastic day. Right now outside it is very like gloomy. It's like it's very cloudy. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs right now. Rained a little bit. It's like the earth is trying to piss a little, but it's like only like it didn't drink enough water, because that's what precipitation is. Or is it condensation? Fucking they teach you that shit in like kindergarten to like grade 4, and I still don't remember that shit, because you know why? Fucking useless. I don't need to know. But there's gonna be one kid that gets that information and they become a meteorologist, and then they start like looking and they start naming hurricanes, you know, after like their wife, and then the coworker's wife, like what we used to do. I have this like little thought experiment that I think I don't know if I talked about it before, but like hurricanes used to be good. Like they used to be good. Like not even like the hurricanes themselves. I mean the names used to be good. You know, like right now we have Hurricane Irma, we have Hurricane Olga, Lorenzo, Chantel. You know, Lorenzo is like a little bit ethnic for me. Chantel is like a little bit of too much attitude. Like, what are we naming these hurricanes? You know, Hurricane Olga is just this fucking babushka looking. She's lost some teeth. Maybe some teeth are crooked. She makes some baba ganoush. If you don't know what it is, well, I don't know what the fuck to say to you. It's like this like amalgamation of like soup and like actually let me actually confirm that. Baba ganoush. I know one of my friends would know. It's not even it's just a dip, dude. Baba ganoush is just a dip. It's not even an amalgamation of different things. It's eggplant, tahini, olive oil, lemon juice, and garlic. That's what it is. And she comes out and she's like, you want the baba ganoush? That's the hurricane that's coming through. That's what we just named our hurricane after. Like, hey, you want some baba ganoush? You know, and then she comes out and say, I'm a babushka, you know, this is the baba ganoush. And you know, like, and you know, hurricanes now are kind of just fucking goofy, dude. There's one hurricane, it's called Hurricane Irma, and like, you know, the back in the day the hurricanes used to kill people. Now, well, they still kill people, but now it's like one dude in fucking Cuba, like. And like, I'm pretty sure he didn't die to the hurricane. He just probably like, because if he died to the hurricane, that means he was vastly underprepared for something that I'm pretty sure everybody was made aware of, like in the vicinity of that region, just period. Right. And so Baba Ganoush over here kills that one man in Cuba, and that I'm pretty sure that one man in Cuba just dies of a heart attack. You know, it's like it's just natural causes. But you know, that's what we have now. And like before we had like Hurricane Sandy, and in my head I'm like, that's sexy Sandy, you know, like it's like, hey, what's up Sandy? Like that's a prostitute. That well, not prostitute, that's a stripper name, and she makes a lot of money. Why? She beautiful, she gorgeous as hell. Okay, look, then we have fucking Katrina. Oh my god, she's a little bit like Brazilian maybe. She got that sexy body. She got like these heavies for titties. You know, these big titty Katrina over here, and she got like the big areolas, got like both nipples on high beams. You can see them through the shirt. And the left one looked like it's winking at you. And you're like, what the fuck? Oh, wink, you know? And then it's high beams, and it's staring, bro. It's staring through that shirt. And that's what we used to have. And you know what? You can make a couple assumptions here. Like, for one, those women must have been gorgeous. Dead drop gorgeous. Why? Fucking hurricanes kill thousands. Dude, you can't name a hurricane after Olga and expect her to get you some results. You name it like something sexy, dude. Katrina kills thousands. Like, and it doesn't even kill thousands. It ruins your fucking your marriage. It ruins your fucking home life. You know, destroys homes, destroys infrastructure. Why? Because you let Katrina get up in there. You know, she's a double agent. She's working for the fucking Soviets, and now, bam, our not civilization, but our like fucking infrastructure is crumbling under the weight of this natural disaster. And you know, that's what we used to have. Katrina was like what, did like several $1,000s worth of damage in the area, and then then it's like then it probably killed a lot of people. You know, I'm not really well versed in this fucking area, but you know, I'm just saying, yeah, like it's the hurricanes that we have now, they don't hold a candle, dude. Now we're just like fucking Hurricane Irwin. All right. There was like another one, Hurricane Gonzalo, and like we're like, not we are, but the U.S. is enacting ice, dude. So Gonzalo don't stand a chance. He's getting fucking booted out of the country already. And then like we got Chantel and Shaniqua. Fucking, they should really just do like every year they just do an ethnicity, and that's all the hurricanes they're calling it. And then when it gets to like, I don't know, what's the most imposing? When we get into like we get like some native Indian hurricane names, and maybe we start giving a fuck, because now like these hurricanes are touched by nature or some shit like that, you know. Aside from that, outside It is cloudy. Okay. I don't I don't know how I got into hurricanes, but I had that thought, and it like many hurricanes, they don't have the same gusto as they do now. And we do this like thing where we personalize, um like, or personify, sorry, we personify the things around us. Like, so like I used to have this bike, and I named it Donkey because I really loved the movie Shrek 2. Like, I love that movie to hell and back. I love Shrek 1. I watched it so many times when I was younger. So I named my first bike Donkey because I'm like, oh, Shrek used to like when they switched into the like humans, they rode Donkey. He rode Donkey, and it was a horse, and it was just trusty steed. And yeah, I personified it. I gave it a little attitude and a character. And but like, the personification kind of gets weird when we get into cartoons and movies, because cartoons, we have Shark Tale, and like I don't know why I'm attracted to the fish. Why is the fish so seductive? You know. Then we have like Olaf, and like, okay, aside from like Frozen being like, yeah, it's a good kids movie, like we made the snowman Jewish, dude. Big nose, it's short, it's balding, and he melts in the sun. So we're not talking about the Middle Eastern Jew. We're talking about the fucking American or European Jew, the one that just crossed over and they lost like the ability to resist the sun, just like every motherfucker in Canada and Americas. Um, and we yeah, and, we do this like personification thing, and then you can kind of like move that to domain names. Domain names. You got like if I were to give you an example, yeah, let's start with like joemama.ca. Joemama.ca. Joemama, this is all the mamas in the area. So like they can sign up. Joemama.ca, these are the Canadian mamas. The mamas, you want a bit of local. I don't know what you would have for the US, but maybe it's .com, but then, com is community. So you got all the community mamas. So the ones that like they hang out at the community center. And the ones that are just in your local area, maybe it's in your town, and it's part of the community, your community. Maybe it's like a religious community or whatever, and then it becomes like something like Reddit, but it's all the mamas in the area or a part of that community. Like maybe the fucking furry mamas. I don't know, fucking what am I supposed to do about that? It's just the domain. Then we got like joemama.edu, the educational mamas, the mamas that can tell you something, that can, they can teach you a thing or two, and you can take that as you would. I'm not saying it's sexual. I'm just saying they can teach you something. Maybe they can fix your car. all you fucking care. Yeah, and then the last one is my favorite because it's joemama.gov, and these are the government, like these are welfare mamas. The ones supported by the government, and they're either hardworking or they got their shit not on lock. They got 4 children and they got a baby daddy that sometimes helps out. But they're working through life, so they're hardworking. They get shit done. They teach their kids what they can. Yada yada yada. But like we add all these personifications that you can even picture these mamas, like in general, like an educational mama. That's like the sexy porn mama. That's what I picture. Like, oh, damn, woman, those glasses look good on you. You have like the like the t-shirt, the white collar t-shirt, and then like the skirt, and then you have the glasses, and then she's sexy as hell. It's that kinky teacher mama. But it doesn't have to be. It could just be like this fucking redneck muscle mama that knows how to fix your car, and it'll teach you how to build a shelf or two. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was very interesting to talk about it, tell you. That's like unrelated to what happened throughout this week. Like I didn't do the online open mic, but I did do the in-person open mic, and goddamn, dude, aside from the fact that like, you know, maybe I bombed, maybe I didn't, I couldn't really tell. I was so nervous when I went up. Um, I was so nervous when I went up that I just kind of just go off of my instinct, and my instinct tells me survive, survive on that stage, defend yourself, defend yourself on that stage. And if I can defend myself well enough and survive, and I get like at least a couple chuckles, that works. If I get some smiles, I'm doing my job. You know, it doesn't have to be like this laugh thing. And yeah, I'm saying all this as if like I've been doing it for years, and it feels like I've been doing it for years because maybe, you know, I'm trying to impress my friends or trying to impress my family or just a stranger, and I'm trying to introduce an idea that I can't really talk to my friends to because I usually just, you know, it's on a voice call, or like I never text my friends either. So it's like I gotta resort to other means like human contact. I like that social energy. And, you know, I went up and I think I talked a little bit too fast and I ended on a whimper, but I stayed under 5 minutes compared to last week. And last week I didn't do that. And you know what? Right now I have like all this energy to talk about this shit, but like compared to the Mondays, it was a completely different shift. And I feel like there's this improvement that kind of happened after yesterday, mainly because of how I defended myself well. Like, and you know, I got fist bumps and all that. Mainly because I was introduced in like this way, like, oh, this is his third time going up. Give it a hand. Give a hand to Alex Aguilar, and then, you know, I go up and I go, wow. You know, and in my head I'm just like, oh my god, how am I gonna do this? And then on the way there, I wrote a joke, and I'm like, shit, this is some funny thing. This is like, I think it's funny, so I'm gonna try and use it. And then I used it, and I got some chuckles because, you know, it's an impression. It's just a Scottish impression, like the wee whale over there, or like a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers. You know, and maybe I can improve it. Maybe my voice is not really attuned. Like I think I did a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers, and you know, I try to go for like a more rustic. You know, and that's not the full joke, but you know, it's still there. You still got the elements. I think the switch from my normal voice to an accent, it just doubles down on a character, and then, you know, it's a little bit silly. There were some silly guys up there. There's this guy, he went oh shit. He went okay. He went I went to a haunted house last week. I heard a lot of booing, and I didn't even talk about the ghosts. And then I got like a couple chuckles, you know, it's just like, what is this guy on? And then he tells a joke in between, and he goes, you know, last week I went to a farm. I went to a farm last week, and I heard a lot of mooing, but you should have seen the cows. Then he tells another couple jokes, and he goes, I went to an event the other day, actually last week, and I heard a lot of cooing, and I was waiting for the pigeons. And then he tells another couple jokes, and he's like, I was looking at a tree the other day, just last week. I heard a lot of cooing. Those pigeons were loud. And every time he's just like, oh, I'm not referring to the ghosts. I'm not referring to the fucking cows. I'm not referring to the pigeons the first time, but I am the second. And it was funny. It was goofy. Yeah, and he was going for this like awkward character, and you could see it, but you can enjoy it because when you lock in that it's just a character, then you're along for the ride. It's awesome, man. These guys are like they're way funnier than I, and but I think I could do what they are doing right now. It's I think it's a doable thing. Even like this sort of talking right now. Like I know a couple videos ago I stated I don't have mentorship, but I think that's for good reason. As mentorship benefits everybody for one, but those who are creative will find a way to prevail without mentorship, at least at the start. And what was crazy is that when I put myself in like into that open mic, um, I feel like I'm surrounded by people that are like me, like people not only that are trying to find to be funny, but um, like it's almost as if I can freely express my ideas without being judged. Although like a comedian will always judge, but at surface value, like what you said, they're not gonna value your character unless you do something bad, like murder or God forbid, rape, or um, maybe you can rob. I think you could rob. I think you can rob like maybe not a Shoppers Drug Mart, but like a convenience store. Take a couple chips. They don't, you know. I don't. I think they could get behind it, but like maybe rob at gunpoint. Now that's different. That's a completely different energy. Now it's just like, oh shit, do I have to be careful? Um, and shit like that. Uh, yeah, it was a cool experience, and my boy Isham's coming with me. He's the goat, and and I was thinking, I'm like, man, this since he likes doing films, it would be cool to do a joke like comedic short films, or like like the stuff that's short, like a skit, and then play it out, kind of have like the angles and shit, and maybe it helps him, and then it'll also help me because it's an expression of the humor that I'm trying to go for. Every day, dude. Every day, it's just another joke. It's another. It's another like I'm trying to think of what to do. Though today it was less listening of other comedians and just relaxing. Like I feel like out of all the days in the week, today is my day to relax. And this is why this video is coming out late. My apologies for all two of the viewers, my boy Edwin and not even myself. I don't even think my girl listens to this shit. But that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. I think the other viewer would be me, as I wanna keep this kind of a routine. Maybe not two a week, but I would prefer two, as it gives me time to not only think but experience life, and at the same time practice articulating my thoughts without necessarily putting a filter, and it's so nice. And I found myself actually I'm starting to swear less. Like I'm trying to clean up my act. Like I don't want to, like, unless I'm playing like a game, I don't want to rely on swearing. I find that I swear so much in my day-to-day life, which is fine. Like I'm like, fuck, I stubbed my toe, or shit, but I want to use that as a tool instead of like a filler. Like a tool to make something funny, but I don't know how to do that yet. I want to. I wanna improve. I think my strongest suit maybe would be to like there's a randomness, and there's like um like a funness. It's spontaneity and openness, I think, that comes with me, which might make me funny, I think. Um like other people are good at rebuttaling or roasting, and I don't think I'm too good at that. Like I might be good at some light roasting, but I can't do it for long. I run out of things to say. um I don't know if I necessarily am good under pressure. I think there are several times in my life that have proven otherwise, but um again, I have no idea how I did on my set. I still have, dude, it's hard watching yourself, even if it's 5 minutes. Like I know my Isham released the short film. Sorry. I know Isham released a short film, but that too is also very difficult to watch for me, dude. That's like a full 20 to 30 minutes, and I know for a fact I was bad. Like I have a feeling I was bad. Maybe there was like some semblance of good, but like most of it just I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Hey, it's amateur shit, you know. Damn it, if I can. And it'd be cool to like have like more than one person on this sort of journal entry. Um like this like series that I want to do. But as far as I can tell, it's just me, just one personality, one man for the job. Um I saw this thing on TikTok. It's like a Chinese. The Chinese are taking over Prince Edward Island, and you're like, what the fuck? That place is like that place don't exist. It's not even a country. All right, not even a country. A fucking province. It's so small, but there's like a Buddhist monastery that is taking over the entire surroundings of that place. Like they're buying off land, they're buying off the citizens and politicians, and it's like actually an investigation that's undergoing in the Canadian government supposedly. Though I saw another thing today where they just adjourned a meeting that was talking about the crimes of Justin Trudeau or some shit. Politics is fun, and like I'm it's so much fun. Like you watch the news, at least CP24 here in Canada, and like they'll be talking about a marathon, but then like right below it'll say Israel kills and bombs thousands in Gaza, 2 hostages taken. And then that's it. It just stops and then moves on to the next story. But then they're still talking about, today we have a lovely marathon. It's for the Children's Aid charity. And several thousands died in Israel. 2 taken hostage, 4 hospitals bombed. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't know what like, it's so like mixed, this news like article thing. But I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I was thinking to put like music into this journal entry, but I'm like, you know what? Today I'm gonna be a little bit lazy. I'm gonna take it easy. So I'm gonna start playing this lo-fi again, because I am starting to hit my my ending time. But before I get things done, you can follow me on Twitter. Twitter is in the description down below. Hopefully like and subscribe. I think I should be doing this a lot more. I should be shouting out a lot more. I went to the open mic, and a guy asked for my Instagram. I'm like, oh shit. So he sent me a message and he followed me as well. So I followed him back. I should probably be shouting shit like that more often, but you can follow me on Twitter, because that's all I'm gonna be giving out for now. I hope you enjoyed this journal entry of my life. Who are you gonna fucking care? You're not gonna care unless you know me. But I hope you can relate to something that I said, or maybe you enjoyed something I said. Cause that is the point. Like, why else would I yap into a microphone and post it on YouTube? As far as I'm concerned, if you have Wallpaper Engine, if this might be a good thing for you, if you like chilled backgrounds like I do, this background is called Lo-Fi Cafe. It's from Buoy, so it's BEWIE, Buoy. It's a Lo-Fi Cafe. Okay, so capital L, capital C. The E does not have an accent on it, so it's just Cave. It's Cave. Lo-Fi Cave. Anyways, that's it for my journal entry. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe as always. As every YouTuber says. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.